Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little bit different than my usual sit down video. I'm going to show you guys the difference between a real Longchamp Le Pliage shopper tote in the size large and a generic / inspired version. Now this generic bag that I purchased, it's not a replica because it doesn't have the Longchamp logo on it or the button. Like it's not an exact copy, it's just an inspired version. If it was a counterfeit item, it would have the logo on it, the button and everything like that, so that would be illegal. So that's why I just want to show you guys the purpose of this, to compare the one I got from Amazon, which is on the right hand side. I actually got this for only $10 and it was free Prime shipping. And the one on the right side is the original Le Pliage, and this one is $145 retail price. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys out in deciding if you want to invest in the Longchamp Le Pliage bag, or if you just want to get like a cheap little nylon tote for like 10 or 20 bucks on Amazon or eBay. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So the real Longchamp Le Pliage, it doesn't come with any like dust bag or anything like that. The one on the right hand side is the one that I ordered off of Amazon, and it came in this little like felt material, as you guys can see. So let's just go ahead and take that out. So here is like the felt material that it came with. Okay, so as you guys can see, they look a little bit different in sizes. The one on the here's left hand side is the large shopper tote, and this one on the Amazon seller post, it stated it was a large size, but when I look in the dimensions, it's actually I think an inch shorter in length than the real Longchamp. Okay, so the first thing you guys can see is the flap. So as you guys can see here, the Longchamp flap is very large. It has the logo on here, and then it has like the button. Let me just show you guys closely. So there you guys go. That's a close-up of the Longchamp trademark stamp. So for the generic version, it just has a plain gold button here with no stamping, which is good because we don't want it to be a replica. This is just an inspired version. And the flap is actually a bit smaller. So let me just show you guys closely. Here are the flaps side by side or next to each other. As you can tell, this one is a lot more longer in the height and it's more like square, as if the generic version is more rounded out in the edges and a lot more shorter. Also, I want to note the different shade of leather. This one is a light kind of brown and this one is more of a darker brown. Okay, so I zoomed in a little bit so you guys can see the handles, like the length and everything. So you can tell this handle is a lot more wider and this handle here is a lot more narrow. Left hand side, that's the real Longchamp leather handles, and on the right hand side here, it is the generic version. As you can see, the difference is... So anyway, so the one in the front here is the authentic Longchamp, and this one back here is the generic Longchamp handles. As you can see, the generic Longchamp handles are more round and it's a bit shiny. They're more rounded versus the real ones, they're a bit flat. So as you can see, it's a bit like really flat here for the leather handles on the authentic Longchamp. And then for the inspired generic version, it is kind of, it has like a glazing here, so it's actually sealed. If you guys can see that, it's like sealed. So think of Louis Vuitton, how they do their glazing. It's like they glaze this so nothing would come apart, and it's not flat. There you go. Here's a little bit side by side, and so that is very different with the handles. Okay, so here are the bags side by side unfolded. As you can see, they look very similar in like the length and the size and everything like that. But if I go ahead and stack it on top of each other, like so. So I just stacked it on each other, and as you can see, there is a bit of a size difference in the length. So it looks like maybe almost 2 inches in the difference in the like length. So on Amazon, this listing was a large. So as you can see, oops, there you go. Sorry, I realized I didn't do it proportionally. But on Amazon, this size was listed as a large. So you might always want to read the measurements. They have the measurements, the real of the lead pliage on the Longchamp website or like Nordstrom site, and you can compare it to like the eBay or Amazon site for the nylon tote bags. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you guys is the leather tab. As you can see, there's a big difference in the like length and width and the complete size of the leather tab. So this one here is the generic version, and then this one is the authentic version, or the original Longchamp bag. And it is, so this one is a bit bigger and this one is very smaller. And again, there is glazing on here versus this one is just a clean kind of glaze. This one is very like bumpy and stuff. It looks like an outline basically. So this has no outline and this one has like an outline. And if you guys can see, like the color of the thread is very similar. It's like a beige tan color versus white. Okay, also I want to show you guys the zipper pull. This is the original Longchamp zipper pull. Of course, the replicas of the Longchamp will try to replicate this, so you guys want to be careful and just kind of do your research before purchasing a Longchamp bag pre-loved or off of eBay. If it does have the Longchamp logo on there, there's a lot of websites that, you know, kind of help you tell the difference between a real zipper pull and a fake one. And then of course the zipper pull is just like a flower. And again, this one is not a replica of it, so it's not trying to be like the Longchamp. I'm just showing you guys the little differences in between the bags. Since the price differences differ a lot, or there's a huge gap in the price difference, let's talk about the material and how it feels. So of course they're both going to be made of nylon. Now what I noticed about this generic version, the nylon is a lot like stiffer and it feels basically more thicker. And then the Longchamp version here, it's smoother and it is a lot thinner. So there you go. Now let's look at the inside here. Here's the inside of the generic version. It looks like a big black pit. And this one is interesting because it has a little pocket zipper here. So there's that, and this was included in here, very random. I don't know why it's in there. Yeah, you have a little pocket here, which was, it's kind of cool. Again, you have like the star zipper. And then there is a smaller pocket here. I don't know why it's so small. Maybe it was made for like a cell phone, like the old flip phones. Oops, sorry. But yeah, so that is the kind of the interior of it. Now the real Longchamps, if you have a light color, the interior would usually be white. But I'm actually pulling out this nylon on the inside. So it is, so I can go like this. Let me just go like this. So you guys can see I pulled this out. So that means these are two totally different materials sewn together, and it's just basically bonded together by the stitches right here. It's not really one same material like the Longchamp, I believe. So yeah, so that is another difference. But all in all, very similar size and everything like that. I mean, they're both nylon totes, so they're gonna basically do the same thing for you. They're just gonna carry your stuff, and they're both gonna be waterproof for you. It's just your preference if you want to buy the name brand or if you want to get the generic version. And so here is the Longchamp one. Here is the inside here. So with the real Longchamp, it has a big pocket here. So it has one single pocket on the inside. Okay, and let me see. I can't really, I'm gonna try to see if I can pull. See, I feel like, so I can't really pull the material. Like I can't pull the inside from the outside for the Longchamp. So I believe it's either one whole type of material or they sewn it really good, which I like. You know, everything is together. It feels just like one bag versus the generic one. It kind of feels like, you know, there's two separate materials in there. Okay, so just look at that. And the inside feels more of like a softer, very soft nylon. And then this one just feels like this kind of reminds me as like, you know, those kind of like a windbreaker, like a North Face kind of jacket, but like a cheaper quality. It kind of reminds me of that material here, versus this material reminds me of, you know, something like I could just wipe off easily. So yeah, I'm trying to show you guys the differences in the material. See, that comes apart in this one, doesn't. Okay guys, so for this next and final part, I'm just going to show you guys how it fits the same things I would carry. So it's like basically everything here. I'm not going to do what's in my bag. It's the same things that I usually carry. So. Just going to put my Hydro Flask. So there, so that is how everything looks, and I'm just gonna zip it up for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna, just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna transfer everything from here into the generic version. Okay, ooh, this one is a lot tighter. Keep it in there. So we have okay, so we have everything in there. As you can see, it's a bit tighter in the fit. And we're gonna try to fit this like that. Oops. I can barely see it. All right. Okay, so that's how it is with everything in there. Feels nice. It's extremely heavy, of course, because everything I have in there is heavy. That's how it looks with all the things in there. So it could basically fit the same things that I could put in my Longchamp or my regular one. So that's a good thing. So as you guys can see, it basically does the same thing. It's just the quality of the materials that it's made out of is what the real price difference is about. Okay, so as you guys can see, hopefully those differences and similarities kind of help you guys out if you really want to invest into the real name brand Longchamp Le Pliage bag, or if you just want to get like a generic nylon tote from like Amazon, eBay, or wherever. So it's really up to you. If you want like an everyday bag to really care less about, I mean, you have the cheaper one. If it does start to wear out, you know, you don't have to worry. Longchamp, it is durable, but it does have it wears and tears. So it's really up to you guys, but I just want to make this video to help you guys out. Thank you guys again for watching, and thumbs up if you like this video. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye.